Greetings, everyone! We play Dungeons and Dragons! We're nerds! Matt died!
And it's almost Halloween.
I live, I die, I live again.
We had spookiness this week. Maybe there'll be spookiness this adventure. Maybe not. We'll find out. Spoopy.
No, the ghost was supposed to be last session.
Right.
We didn't go after the haunted mine. But we do have a mysterious beast in the woods.
Yeah. The beast of the Highlands. Ah, it's the Highlands.
God damn it.
It's the wood nest monster.
That was like a -2 out of 10.
Yeah, that was bad.
That was real bad.
Mine or his?
Especially because the Loch Ness Monster is already Scottish.
I know. That's why this one's in the woods, so it's the wood nest monster.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's why it's a -2 out of 10.
Yeah, it's worse.
So yeah. Why are they really quiet on your end? It says that you're doing normal volume on OBS. So something on your end, Lightning. Sorry.
Lightning, turn us up.
Lightning, why are you always quiet to start things out in everything?
So yeah, we're playing D&D. It's set in the Magic the Gathering world of Dominaria. There's our introduction. Let's go into what happened last week. So, last week, we finished up at Wintress's home village. She had some very memorable points with her family. Some nice things are happening along that way after horrible things that happened. It's kind of like uniting the people kind of stuff and things like that. Also, evil person that you probably had never met before, but also was related to the evil people you previously met, showed up and dipped with you. Everybody did an awesome traveling. Where you met a really nice guy, Scottish guy in a bar, and he gave you some drinks.
Max the innkeeper.
Yeah, Max the innkeeper.
Oh.
Yes.
And Max ended up sticking his.
He was Max too. He would tell you he's a much better Max than the last one, but that's just a personal preference.
Is he the maximum Max?
No, that's just a silly thing.
Puns.
What you thinking about that? That's just a silly thing.
Max to the max.
Ack.
I mean,
Ack.
I was doing that, someone's familiar that was a bird that could speak was doing a Scottish accent, and then it was squawk.
God damn it.
Right.
I'm just gonna do Mars attacks and go ack.
So, how about that? It's some bird seed for me. Squawk.
Ack.
Anyway.
Do I have my giant helmet now? My giant little skull mask.
Sure.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When'd you get
The
that?
ram skull.
Hey, we do have that random bird. Is it happen to be Scottish?
Yeah, that fucking bird.
You've never asked it. The bird.
Hey, bird, are you
it's
Scottish?
Schrodinger's bird. You'll never know if it's alive or dead.
I'm gonna look for the bird in the bag of holding.
I don't know where the fuck this bird is. I gotta listen back to that episode and watch that episode again. So I can learn about this bird.
Honestly speaking, I forgot about it, and you went and did a lot of adventures.
That would have killed the bird.
That would have killed the
Big Titty Goth Lady gave us the.
Big Titty Four-Faced Goth Lady gave it to you.
I thought it was 5-head. I thought she was 5-head.
Yeah, she's like
Five-faced.
No, she's one-headed, five-faced.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
Whatever.
a lot of things to fit on one head.
Yeah,
It's got a weird hat.
it's
One
the
on
face
top.
hat.
One in each direction.
No. It was one in the middle, and then it went over on two on either side. They were squished together. They were squish faces. So they were basically pugs.
My face is squish.
Squish.
Anyway, yeah, Schrodinger's bird we don't know about. It might be Scottish, it might not be.
It might be dead.
It could,
It's probably dead.
it's probably dead, but like,
It probably drowned a while ago.
for the life of me.
Or we stuck it in the bag of holding, forgot about it, and it suffocated.
He'd probably died during that prank war we had.
Oh god, probably.
Oh, that prank war.
Regardless, though, had some good times with Max. You eventually then headed on out to Carrie's village, where...
Our Max pissed Carrie off, and the rest of us.
Yeah.
Max has a really good track record with pissing Carrie off.
It is true.
Yeah.
More than anyone else in the party.
But yes, you found yourself in, of course, Carrie's village, which I'm hoping, Kilnacree. I'm
Stop
hoping...
killing McCree.
Yeah, Kilnacree. And you've been staying at the Bloody Skunk Pub, run by the village elder / mayor, Zach Milne.
This place stinks.
Because of the skunk, is that the joke?
I mean, it was low hanging fruit, man. Low hanging fruit.
It's a
Skunk
bloody
Yeah.
skunk on that, so it's been run over, so you know it's gonna stink.
You don't. That's an assumption.
It was run over by a cart? Is that what you're
Yes.
saying?
Maybe it was just punched in the nose. You can get a bloody nose.
Yeah.
Maybe it's still alive.
Mhm.
Maybe someone
Maybe it was
stabbed it.
Stabbed in the kidney.
It could still be alive.
Oh, and Carrie was flying around with Radiant for a while, and everybody wanted to inform her that her brother had gotten married, the one that was in the town guard, and had some kids.
And we decided to tell that to Carrie in a timely manner and not keep it to when it'd be the most dramatically appropriate.
Right.
It didn't work.
Oh yeah, by the way, we're here in your village. Hey, you guard. We're here to save you guys from the monster in the woods. What?
Yeah.
There's a monster in the woods?
Hmm?
There's a monster in the woods.
There's apparently a monster that the Kilcretian, as it's called in a legend, speaks of the Kilcretian, a great beast from deep within the woods. Someone was Irish. It might have been supposed to be Zach that I made him sound more Irish, but I'm not remembering now. So maybe I will pretend that I'm going to make him sound more Irish. Oh, Faith and Bigora.
It was.
Yeah.
As soon as you said that.
Kilcretian. So it's all Scottish people and one Irish dude who runs the place. I don't know.
Well, the Scot and the Irish did originate from the same clan. So.
So, Carrie, eventually, I guess you will head down and stop your kind of patrol. Are you just gonna head back to the inn, the pub?
Probably.
Alright, it's kind of gotten late at night, probably closer to when your brother is getting off of work and would come and pick you up. Everybody else eventually had given up on getting her attention and I think gone back inside to wait for her.
I never ran out. I was just setting up stuff for everyone.
Mhm. I think it was Kaz and Max were out on the adventures. Yes. So
I
Carrie,
put a message in the clouds.
yeah,
You did.
get her attention.
The only way we can fucking get Carrie's attention up there.
Yeah.
I mean, I could have done fire, but I didn't want to do fire.
And technically it didn't get her
No.
attention still, because it got Radiant's attention, and Radiant was like, okay, Carrie, there's these messages of these clouds.
Carrie's just concentrated on stay up, stay up, stay up.
Hey, I'm getting better at flying.
Okay, so you'll come down. Kaz
So
will
Max
be there.
has,
Kaz will be
hideous
there,
laughter.
having messaged you. Kaz, go. You're up. Carrie just came down with Radiant.
Carrion. Oh, okay. Hey, there's something else you should know that's going on. A thing that's happening. Or that happened.
Still happening.
Still happening. You're an aunt?
Oh, the fucking what?
Your brother got married and has children.
Well, shit. You know, despite the fact that I am one of, 5, 6 siblings, I can never get it straight. I never thought of that happening?
Well,
Who the fuck would marry him?
I don't know.
I wonder if the
You know.
children are demons too. Alright. Well, that's something that we need to do. Yes, thank you. 1/4 demon.
I like the 1 over demon. It's like, what formula are we trying to do now? 1 over demon, multiply.
What do you get when you divide a demon by 1?
I don't know. No, divide 1 by demon. That's the formula you did.
That's tieflings, right? One demon is a tiefling.
Sure, 1 divided by demon is tiefling.
That's how tiefling divinity or geniality works.
I think
They're
no, I don't know.
tiefling, whole tiefling.
Paul Tiefling. Then you're Paul Tiefling. Paul Tiefling, who's just a normal dude.
I said whole tiefling.
Oh, then you're Paul Tiefling. I thought she said Paul Tiefling. And I'm just imagining a normal guy that's not.
This is my new D&D character, everyone. This is Paul Tiefling.
He's just a human. He's not
Hey
actually.
there, I'm Paul Tiefling.
Just a human with fire magic.
No, that's how the tieflings get their name, and he was the first tiefling. They all named after Paul Tiefling.
And he also wore fake horns.
Oh yeah,
No, he has a helmet with horns on them.
He has no
and the
helmet.
demon who made the deal with him was like, "Yeah, you're gonna have that forever now."
Oh man,
He's
just-
merged the helmet into his skin.
he's just an infernal sorcerer. That's all he is. He's an infernal sorcerer named Paul Tiefling.
The origin of all tieflings, Paul.
He's actually an accountant, and the deal was just better math ability.
This poor tiefling.
Oh God, no! Somehow he gave me what the hell is that? I think it's in Pathfinder. That one was it Pathfinder or D&D that has the spell that's a massive amount of math.
Yeah, it's sacred geometry. It's a feat, and it's wonderful.
What?
Oh no, that's a discussion for a different time. That'll be like a break. But make note of sacred geometry.
Yeah.
Paul Tiefling broke you.
Paul Tiefling is the best thing that we've come up with in a while.
Hate Paul Tiefling.
It's we are so distracted by this in the game, but it's fun.
Yeah.
'Cause Paul Tiefling is just so
It's
cool.
fine. It's Paul Tiefling. Hi, I'm Paul Tiefling.
Okay, he's here to save you.
Paul Tiefling Attorney.
No, we're not doing that again. I'm not adding Paul
Okay.
Tiefling in as a fucking attorney.
Okay, so you learned about this. Great. All right.
Yeah, fucking wow, by
Oh,
the fact
God,
that someone actually married her brother.
I googled Paul Tiefling, and there's actually a dude named that.
Oh God, I have to see that.
Images for
Everyone.
Paul Tiefling.
True Hands Union managing. What the fuck? Oh god, we were so distracted.
That's the most normal-looking man I've seen in my entire life.
He lives in Austria.
Yeah. Well, I mean. Anyway.
Should add,
Anyway, yes.
yeah.
Anyway, away from Paul Tiefling.
So I guess are you heading back to the bar to wait for your brother with everybody else?
Yes.
All right. Honestly, Paul Tiefling's made me forget what his name. I've got to look it up on your character sheet now. Oh God.
Can we just make him Paul Tiefling?
No.
It's Yado.
Paul
It's
Tiefling.
Yados. It's the oldest
Yado.
one. Yeah, Yados. As evening will kind of fall, Yados will kind of come in. It looks like, he's got some stuff with him. It looks like some generally like gear that he uses as the guard, for his job during the day. He'll kind of gonna give a generalized greeting to Zach. Zach will be like, "Oh, you need a stiff one after work, or are you heading straight home to the missus?" Straight home. Where's Carrie?
Right here,
Oh,
in the back, half drunk already.
Well, that's good. I guess we should go meet Dad. Let him know about what's going on. I mean, I guess do
Oh,
you...
the wife and children you didn't mention?
It hadn't come up.
In a way, you're correct, but also that's kind of big news. That I'm surprised that Came or Lilith hadn't told me in a letter.
It was... I knew at least one of them were communicating with you. I didn't know which for sure. They weren't saying a lot, just because I'm with Dad a lot and, you know, avoiding talking about a lot of it. But I also didn't want to bother you with too much, because it was my own thing, in a way. Starting a family and settling down, which you never wanted, and I didn't want to tie you down. Or do anything that could maybe hook you a little bit. Try to tie you down even a little bit.
Could have at least come for the wedding. Wouldn't have even had to say hello to Dad. It could have just stood in the back.
I didn't think it was your kind of thing. You were never much for the ceremony of it all. I didn't know what to say at the time, because, again, I knew I was being kept out of the loop, and I didn't necessarily want to push him. So, all I kind of hinted at was, you probably didn't want to get bothered by something that was nothing bad for us. I mean,
Still would have been nice to know.
I mean, did they share many stories of, like, some of the crazy stuff that happened? I don't think so. Probably kept it simple to the pleasantries and to the good stuff. For them, mostly. And important stuff that you'd want to talk about.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have a long conversation with my twin. But let's at least go see Dad so he can shove a door in my face again.
How about this? Do your friends and you want to come for dinner? We have space at the table.
Immediately, Carrie just... Oh.
We don't
I
use a
think-
lot of the space at the table nowadays, but it's still there.
Well, given my dear friend Wintress's reaction, sure. Why not? At least maybe I'll sober
Or
up a
just
little
a
bit.
gold skull staring at your brother.
She seems pleasant.
Believe it or not, she's the reason I'm still alive. So, there's that. I'm also wanted in at least 2 countries. Yeah, sure. Dinner.
Alright. Who's coming along?
Obviously, Wintress.
I'm done setting up.
Wintress flashes 2 thumbs up, nods. The mask is kind of heavy.
I come out of
Her
the other
nods
room.
are very
just like,
exaggerated.
what's going on out here?
Hey, you want to go to dinner with my family and see me get punched in the face by my own father?
Sure.
Why not?
You're one of the real
I
ones.
hope the last part doesn't happen, but sure.
Well, the opposite end of the spectrum is I punch him in the face, but that probably won't happen because I might break his face.
Too
How
many
about,
faces.
how about no punching?
How about lots of punching?
How
See,
about
there's the two opposite ends of the spectrum here,
how
too.
about punching non-family?
But that would mean one of us.
No, that's okay.
Okay, then, yeah, then I'll punch the skeleton.
That
I'll
would
punch
make
the
sense.
skeleton.
Do you just want to get it out of the way now, and then we won't have to worry about awkward punching during dinner?
You can punch me.
I'm not punching you, Wintress. You haven't done anything wrong yet.
Yeah.
That's good news.
I'll continue to accompany you, even though I don't need dinner. Might be nice to meet your family, discuss things with them. Certain things they should know about. As she crosses her arms and looks at you with like a accusing look.
Oh, right, the whole royalty thing.
I'm just gonna I'm just gonna look at you and curtsy.
Okay, you're second on the punch-in list. I'll remind you, I'm very strong.
I've taken worse. Remember the cart.
Let's put him back on the cart.
That is true. That was kind of badass, too.
Latula's gonna kind of like whisper to you, Max, like, do you want to go or do you want to kind of hang around here and chill?
I wouldn't mind hanging with them.
Okay.
I found this new thing
Come
called
on.
Netflix. Bad joke.
Okay.
I heard something about Netflix and I already hate it.
Yeah. Oh, Netflix and chill.
That's what I figured you were trying to do.
I will stay here. As much as I would like to observe Carrie's family for a time period, perhaps another chance to, but apparently Miss Hang has gotten shit-faced drunk with another one of the locals and has fallen unconscious, and I believe leaving her alone would probably be unadvisable.
She'll be fine. I've always been fine.
Thank you, Nim. I believe that's
Last time we left you drunk, you burned down a village? Well, actually, I was drunk.
Okay, let's try to limit the arson. I can't believe I'm the one saying this, but let's try to limit the arson.
Please.
But not the alcoholic content?
She's slain.
No, I'd
It
invent that.
was her, not me.
No,
Okay,
you're the
I
one
was
who's
drunk
fine.
and you burned down the village.
I burnt it down, but I wasn't the one who was drunk, okay?
So you did it sober. Do you see how this is working?
That's worse. Okay, no arson. Alcohol consumption is inevitable. No arson. Can we agree to the no arson?
No.
I will not commit any arson.
I have had no desire to commit arson.
No, just murder. Arson is setting things on fire.
Why do I sense there's like a suspicion of arson, murder? I don't know if I should say no to these things.
The difference is arson only sometimes has murder, but always has property damage. Whereas murder only sometimes has arson and rarely has property damage.
It depends
The
on
more
what
you
type of
know.
assassin you are.
That's true.
So
If
Depends
I
on
were to
if you're
assassinate
like
someone,
an
there'd be a lot of property damage.
And if you're trying to make it look like an accident,
Massive
And a lot.
property damage.
So much property damage.
not enough property damage.
Anyway, I think the final count is what? Us five.
Your brother's been listening on here. He's just got his hand in his face and he's just got shaking his head.
I was like, oh, this is a bad idea. Why did I suggest
I'm about to burn down your house.
What, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7?
Wait,
7
Carrie,
is.
does your brother own a house?
Yes, 7.
Well, I don't know about my brother, but I mean my father does. Are you trying? Please don't burn down my brother's house.
No, No, I
Technically
need to make
speaking-
sure that it's not his house.
Technically speaking, when all the others moved out, mostly, and when I got married, Dad kind of gave me the house.
Okay,
We built a
moratorium on
small-
arson.
We built a small extension onto it that is a kind of private area, more for him. That if he wants to, come to dinner with us, but if he wants to spend some time on his own, he can.
There you go. I won't set the house on fire accidentally or otherwise.
Your room is
Please
still your
don't set
room.
any part of the village on fire.
I can't promise the rest.
Aren't 3 of us considered arsonists?
I've never been convicted. Never been convicted. Any arson that I committed, it was in a land where arson is not a crime.
Okay.
Where what you burned down was most likely already on fire.
No, I have started. It is in Kazran's backstory that he started a fire that burned down 7 buildings.
Just 7.
But again, arson isn't really considered a crime on Shiv because things just burn down anyway.
Was
There's
one
a lot
an
of fire.
orphanage?
Pretty much only
That's
Cass
hard
gave
to
up her room so far. So I moved into Dad's room, and my old room was converted for my youngest. And since Cass gave up one, that's going to be next room in the family. But yours, and Kame's room, and Oriak's and Lilith's room are still there.
I'm surprised my room hasn't been completely trashed.
Not guaranteed anything.
Yeah, true.
I'm surprised you didn't leave it completely trashed.
Cass
I wasn't
may
really
have
thinking about that.
technically converted it into a workshop for a period of time.
That's fine. There wasn't really much left in there anyway.
What was left was pushed to the side, which might be okay. Anyway, we should go.
Yep.
And then he's gonna go back. Zach, I think I will take you up on that drink for a second here. As he's gonna take like your glasses on and just chug it and then put it down. Thanks.
Yeah. Sounds alright.
So the intersection to your house. Your house is actually a pretty decent size. It's definitely not the largest house in the village, not the smallest either. It has small rooms on the upper floor that were eventually built for all the kids. So, like, generally rooms. There was the master room. You can see there is indeed an extension on the building, like a small kind of almost 2-story section that you almost kind of compared to like what the size of a 1-room college would be, only kind of double-storied. It currently has a light on in there. And of course, there's the light on in the bottom floor for your house. It's very one-roomy on the bottom floor of your house. It's kind of got like the kitchen on the one side, dining room in the middle, kind of like a small, like almost living room area where people could hang out, and like chat or play games or something, or do whatever they wanted to do together, work on their various things, read a book, all the sort of things. You actually will see, as the door opens, you hear this, "Daddy!" as a small girl will run up to your brother and kind of hug him in the leg. "Ah, my dear. How are you doing? Have you behaved yourself for your mother today?" "I've been a good girl." "Excellent. I have a surprise for you. This is your Aunt Carrie." She's kind of like, this is a little girl, and kind of like, she kind of put her finger to her mouth, kind of like looking at you, kind of like puzzling you over a little bit.
She like human?
More than you, but there's definitely some like features to her. She has a set of horns that are very tiny right now, and her skin is like it's not like a red, like the color that you have, you know. It's definitely more human, but it's like in between almost. And you can kind of see like a little pointing out that she does have like these little like fangs, kind of like her teeth are definitely like sharp. She's probably like 2, maybe 3, so pretty young.
Carrie is frozen because she doesn't know how to react to this.
You're funny looking. Can you go flippy flop?
Wait, what?
Can you go flippy flop?
Yeah, I can. She's gonna like hover in the air for a little
bit. Daddy, can I go flippy flop when I grow up? He's just gonna kind of give this weird like a scowl for a second, and then like kind of like mention to you like with like a hand on the side of like get down kind of thing, you know.
Trust me, child, you do not want to go flippy flop when you're older.
It requires hallucinogens.
It requires drugs.
Tilly dear, we got guests. Oh, who is it? Is Kane back? Or Lilith? Aren't we expecting him back sometime soon? No, it's Carrie. Really? This fairly plain-looking woman. She's got a little she's a little pretty, you know, not like too overdone. Looks like she's fairly pregnant, you know, like heavily pregnant. Kind of come up to you, kind of like look at you, kind of like squeeze your, kind of put your cheeks together, look at you, kind of like, oh, what do you know? Looks a lot like King. She's just gonna let him hug you and go, "Welcome home, dear. Very nice to meet you. Please, come sit down." What, you've got some friends? Come on, all of you. Come, sit down. Dinner will be ready soon. You should have told me there was more guests coming. I didn't know about it until a little later on. I'm gonna have to get some more stuff up. I hope you don't mind some cold stuff. But I don't know if I have enough hot dishes for everyone.
Whatever you have, I'm sure will be fine.
Yes.
She's actually gonna kind of like actually getting into the kitchen area and kind of turn around. What are you going to tell What are you going to tell Father? Carrie, perhaps the two of us should go meet him.
Oh, fuck it. Let's get over with.
There is a child. Watch your fucking language.
Carrie hasn't watched her language since she was like 12.
Whenever Carrie curses, I'm like playing my lute during this, and I play my tune just a little extra louder when she does that, like bling, 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 bling.
So, sure.
You're tiny, like me. Are you still growing?
No, this is about
Yes,
this
he
group.
is.
White lady! Wow! Are you made of snow?
Yes, I am. I melt if I get too warm.
Wow.
That's why meat and fire
And a
don't get along
fish!
at all.
And now she's hanging off of one of Radiant's wings.
Want to see a trick?
Oh god. Oh
She's
no,
already on
don't
one of
do
Radiant's wings.
that.
Please, can you remove the... Oh, boy.
You want to see a trick?
Oh no, don't scare the kid.
Don't scare them, Claude.
Does she look, or is she
She's busy
responding?
being distracted by Radiant's wings. I want a flippy flop too. Does Aunt Carrie know how to flippy flop because of you? Sort of? please hurry back, Carrie.
Okay, I'm gonna try to walk around to try to catch her eye,
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna turn into her.
She's gonna start crying horribly.
Yeah.
You're...
She stole my face! It's
I'm
a
gonna turn back.
monster!
Claude, what did we talk about?
Just a trick.
You scared the kid.
Now Radiant is trying to, like, make the kid, like, better and is, like, struggling even more because it's trying to, like, help a kid that's, like, crying. Poor Radiant's just like, oh, there, please stop crying. I am not trained with children. I
wanna try to
have
help
not
them.
experienced childhood, nor have I, like, nor
Hey, what's
have
the
I
kid's
worked
name?
with children before. Fairney.
Fairney.
Mhm.
Fairney, do you want to see something cool?
Oh no.
I'm going to take out... This is something that I brought up that I have.
Mhm.
Session 1, and has not been brought up since.
Uh-huh,
I have a little clockwork goldfish
uh-huh,
in a little, like, glass sphere of water.
uh-huh.
And I'm going to show it to the child.
Ooh.
You see? It's cool, isn't it?
Neat. Thank you, Cass.
You're
Who's consoling her?
Radiant
Kazran.
and Radiant.
Excuse me?
I try to help out Radiant by playing like a soft lullaby to help her relax.
Mhm. You're funny, but I like your music.
Why, thank you. I've been practicing it for years.
Anyway, so Carrie, yes, everybody's learning that children are hard to deal with.
Yep.
Carrie and
Just
her
gotta
brother.
show him weird fucking goldfish, and it's fine.
I've
Yeah.
met many children and no children at the same time.
Yes. Yes, this is true. Uh-huh. You'll head into the new extension where apparently your father lives, Devik. Iodos, is that you? Back from work? Yeah, Dad. Went pretty well. Something strange happened. Ah, what happened? I was just looking to cook something up, you know. I know, he keeps telling me, I should head to dinner more often with you guys, but I mean, I don't want to bother you too much. Unless one of your siblings came in. About that.
Probably not the one you want to see.
There's just some quiet for a second. He's gonna move from another area of the room and he couldn't come into view. As you can see right now, like, he definitely looks older after 10 years, He's got kind of like a kind of rough beard right now. Not really, like, seems like he's not really doing a lot to maintain it, And he actually has, like, a crutch that he's working on. That looks like he's kind of using to favor one of his legs. He's just gonna stare for a second. Kind of move upward to you, and with one hand just give you a swift slap to the one cheek, and then quickly afterwards, just hug you.
Yeah, I deserve that one.
You're gonna be the death of me.
Mhm.
What'd you say, sorry?
You're gonna be the death of me.
Are you surprised that it's me? And not one of the others?
After he ends the hug, he kind of looks away, kind of shakes his head, and goes, "Honestly speaking, I didn't expect to see you back ever.
Yeah, well, we were on this side of the country. Figured I'd stop in, see if you guys got my letter.
No one said anything about you showing up. One of your siblings heard about it. They're busy living their lives, doing their business.
Yeah, I sent it to Kame. Should have known he'd be off on his own.
Kame was a lot like you, both of you. In fact, many of you kids don't want to stick around. Oriax, too. The three of you were always so adventurous. At least two of them know how to say hi and come back for a visit.
Didn't know if you'd welcome me back. I'd have left on bad terms.
Didn't know what I was gonna do next time I saw you until now.
Apparently slapped me in the face, which is pretty warranted, I will give you that.
He's actually gonna kind of be sitting on a chair now, like kind of get down. Had a lot of anger and concern about you. 10 years is a long time, though. A lot of that anger fades. You don't quite remember why you were angry. Only bits and pieces of it. And at a certain point in time, I had more concerns. Seeing a grandchild's face and such. When that happened, anger didn't seem important. Not as much anymore. I'm still pissed at you. But fuck it, it's been a decade. I don't care anymore why. The details, what happened, it doesn't matter. We're still family, in the end. And shit. Where the hell did you get those?
It's a long story. I've been adventuring with a couple of people for... I don't even know how long at this point. It's been a while. We went underwater. I took some substances. Hallucinated a lot. Woke up and had wings.
You always look the most like Naldi. Guess that's why I was so hard on you a lot. I always reminded her more of me more of her. But now, oh shit. And I thought you learned your lesson with those wild mushrooms. You're still trying just to find some kind of strange thing? Take a chance, test out stuff?
Yeah,
Beautiful.
pretty much. That's how my life goes.
When Zach tries to introduce my granddaughter to goddamn freaking smoke weed, I'm gonna have to punch him in the face like he did with you. Teenagers do not deserve getting stuff that just relaxes you. That man.
Hey, so, quick question. When I was hallucinating into other people's memories, in a way, I saw you talking to someone saying that your blood was too strong and that was sort of ritual. Know anything about that?
Lados, go help your wife. Go make sure dinner is ready. Don't worry. We'll be
We
fine.
won't kill each other. This time.
said you remembered things when hallucinating. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. I watched Ma be impaled. I watched you talking about some sort of ritual, saying something would scar someone, that someone wouldn't be ever right again. I don't know if they're real or not, so I figured I might as well.
I don't know how well you're remembering much.
I was taking drugs.
What I mean is, I don't know how much what you're remembering is accurate to what really happened back in those days.
Then clear it up.
I guess I should start with the beginning of it all. It started when we had to escape Urborg. When your mother's family found her. We fled. We were just 5 then. Well, nearly about then. Lilith was just a baby. Still needing to suckle on your mama's teats. It was hard looking after all of you on my own and running. Lados was good then. One of the reasons he's always been stand up. He helped me look after all of you. I don't think, other than him and maybe Cass, none of you at the time knew what was going on. That's for certain. We fled as far as we could, heading west. But Cabal agents were after us. Seemed as though there was, well, they had a way of tracking you. Because of your mother's blood. And they still wanted you. Fortunately, they didn't have a lot of power back then. So while they were still on the rise, again, I've heard tales of them falling, but they not quite hit that height of the power that we had to worry about a few years ago. That's when we found a man, a nearby village, who would help us out. He was able to do a few things for us. First off, he cast some spells on all your kids. Things that prevented them from tracking your blood. It appears as a tattoo on your skin. Thing about it is, tattoo's the same color as your skin. The advantage of having kids with, well, demon blood in them. Easy to hide those things. Now, most of you don't really remember a lot of that. Lados does remember that part about it. The rituals, getting the tattoos, a little bit of pain. Cass and the rest of you don't tend to remember it because when we used magic to make you, well, sleepy, enough to get the job done so you weren't crying, complaining because it was powerful magic too, hiding you like that. A powerful enchantment. I think Lados is the only one of you that knows about it. Granted, I don't know if the magic still works now, after nearly 2 decades.
It doesn't.
Still, you might be the exception, though. You see, when that old shaman looked at all of you, he found out something strange. Turns out because you and Kame are twins, something strange happened to you while you were being born. Both of you look the same, but on the inside you're different. He got more of me, and you got more of your mother. More than any of your siblings. So, as strange as it is to say, you took something and get some wings. In a way, it makes sense. Your mother, she had many unique abilities. She could appear just like any normal woman could be. But I knew her true side. I even loved her true side. Something that she regretted. She had a humanity I don't think any other demon ever had. A unique trait that was both a blessing and a curse. So I can see her in you definitely. Heavily. But no, we had to do something more for you. There was a second ritual. One I was less privy of. I don't know what they did. But I knew that one was going to be more temporary. Rather than hide your blood, it had to seal away some of that demonness in you. Even at that young age, at that time, you were tapping into something fierce. They said you were drawing in black mana constantly, doing God knows what with it. I think at that age, you had no control over your powers. You forget that human side of you gave you something that most demons don't truly have. Adolescence. Most of them grow up quick. Real quick. That's what your mother talked to me about. She was fascinated that she had kids that would age normally. I don't know if she thought it was a miracle or a curse for the kind of powers she was passing on to you. A lot. I don't know what you remember about it, but I know they did something to you to keep the demon away. At least for a while. Looks as if it ain't gone now.
Yeah? Well, I did sprout wings. So there's that. But I do think whatever you did to keep us hidden isn't working anymore. I might have almost gotten kidnapped by the couple of months ago. Sent a letter to Kane to warn you, but
That
don't know if it ever arrived.
That warning at least got to us. Kane said something about keeping an eye out. But Kane's been looking into some things with the help of the others. I know that I've been keeping secret from Lados, but Oriak's been taking some trips to Urborg looking in the Cabal now that your grandfather's gone. Seeing what their plans are. He's got a knack for it. Getting into places, finding out things, getting out safely. I was concerned because you were out there and I didn't know what that group would do now that, well, things have changed. But, I don't know. They might still be a threat, just not as much as before. What was your encounter with them like? What was going on with them? What did they want? Your granddaddy's dead. Your mom.
Me.
They're desperate.
They wanted.
Think they've been tracking you at all?
Maybe.
You're the most potent of all your siblings. Again, as I said, all the rest of them, they're part me and part her. You only got a little bit of me.
And there's an angel following me around that thinks that I'm gonna eventually grow.
Angel. Huh.
Well, yeah. She's weird.
Ain't we all?
Given that my party consists of a living skeleton, a person who can't decide what his true form is other than silver sludge, a goblin, an angel, a really fucking old elf, a fish lady, and Wintress, which is probably the weirdest one of them all. Yeah.
Wow.
Wintress from the other
I
rooms.
whispered to Claude and say, methinks the lady doth project too
I
much.
don't think we can hear this.
You're not there.
Oh, we're not? Oh, well.
We're in a whole other part of the house, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I just said smile
Because Wintress suddenly just felt her ears burn. Talking about Wintress.
because smile.
Look. Let's just head to dinner and catch up a little bit more and I don't know. Kid, you pissed me off more than any of the other the rest of your bunch.
That's what I do
Really
best.
Ugh.
Just don't ask Wintress to tell you about the time we burned down a village.
Naldi ever always said you were most unique of all of the kids. Took the most after her. She always worried about you most because of that. I think she sensed it in you, whatever that shaman said and saw too. But anyway, let's get to dinner. Worry about all this shit later on.
Yeah, and then my party's gonna go kill a monster, I guess.
You're gonna go after whatever the frick is going bothering the town? Luck to you then.
Hey, at least if I die at home. And walks out of the door.
You might hear under your mumbling around. Probably take more than a monster to kill you.
Probably.
All right, we'll
Hopefully.
take our first break here after Carrie has a interesting meeting with her father.
Yes, father.
Yay, family issues.
Hey.
I just imagine if you visited Kaz's home, like his mother would be like, "Wait, weren't you the one that was eaten?"
Throw a
Provided
Molotov
she-
and run.
That's
Going
saying that mother's still alive.
Look, going to Kazran's home would start several fights. His family doesn't like him.
No.
He was too smart to get eaten and then burned down their home.
Mm-hmm.
Good times, good times.
That's why you're now adopted into Wintress and Carrie's family.
Mm-hmm.
You're like a weird brother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyway, we'll take our break. If you need to grab a drink, grab a snack, go to the bathroom, anything like that, quickly do it, and we'll be back in a little bit here. See you in a second, folks. I'm going to become more and more confusing on us going back. Welcome back! That's what I'm going to
If you can't tell, that was very confusing for me.
Uh-huh. Blah, 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 back. So, when we last left off, briefly a few moments ago, Carrie had a moment with her father, and now they're wandering back into the main room where everybody's sitting around a large dining room table as dinner is being served. There's probably some kind of basic, like, roast, a little bit of some kind of, like, stew, a couple of, like, cooked vegetables, some breads, some dried meats, a few cheeses, things like that, all kind of laid out in various spreads. So it's like there's a bunch of stuff that was gotten together, kind of thrown together quickly by Tilly, and she's doing a very good job getting together a dinner. Come, sit. So, Carrie, now that you've gotten back and healed father, why don't you kind of catch us up on a few stories about yourself, or maybe your friends have some stories about what's been going on with you.
Wintress, don't say a fucking word.
Language,
Oh
please.
god, that's slightly.
Language,
What
please.
about the village guys burnt down?
Who
There's
hasn't
one
burned down the
village-
village too?
One time, it was very early on in our adventures. They probably rebuilt it by now.
Who hasn't burned down a village?
There.
Raises a hand.
I see.
Well,
Because this is
actually, I
one
don't
of-
know. I'd have to go through my evil side.
Yeah, most of your NPCs have put up their hands of like, no, we haven't either.
Radiant, no burning down a village?
No, not burned it down.
There's a freaky bug in my room.
Mass
It's
murder?
freaking me out.
Okay, I'll be right back. Helping someone, a small child with a freaky bug.
What a hero.
It kind of looks like the labor fly, but it
It's your niece. She's coming to haunt us in real life.
In real life.
Oh wow, that Jolteon is massive.
The freaky bug. The freaky
Context.
bug is actually just Claude. He changed into his lizard form.
Oh, Jesus.
See, I was gonna ask how much chaos was ensued after Carrie left.
I managed to distract the child with a clockwork goldfish.
Good.
Yeah, but what about the rest of the fucking party?
They can suffer.
I scared your niece, unfortunately.
Yeah, you scare me, so.
I was trying to make her laugh, and
You transformed
yes,
in front of a child.
I wanted to show her a trick.
It's
How
not a fun
violent are your transformations?
I think they can be smooth.
What do you think?
Okay, are we talking like Teen Titans Beast Boy where it's all off screen so we don't actually see what happens? Or are we talking Animorphs where it's very visceral and scarring for
I
children?
think I kind of go silver. stage
I've
and
now
then go
officially
back to
saved the little
flesh.
girl from a bug.
It was
Wonderful.
actually Claude in lizard form.
Was it a cool looking bug though?
No, it was just like the kind of like stink bugs that come into the house when it
Ah,
gets
damn.
wintry. Yeah.
I hate stink bugs.
they find their way inside when it's wintry to find those like places to hang out for the season. Anyway, did you discuss more things while I was away?
I've not
About
really.
staring at these.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You're supposed to
about
keep
it.
things going while I'm away.
We were having a very nice conversation. There was also mention of the giant Jolteon again, which is really weird to say out of context.
Yeah, that's gotta be confusing for some of the folks in chat.
Of course, there was lightning.
Did Lee wander off then too to help his mom again?
I
Alright.
don't
His-
know. We
he's
can't
very-
see him, so it's hard to
He's
know.
very upset about whatever's going on.
Ah. Anyway, what the hell were we talking about before I was horribly interrupted by...
Arson.
Story.
Yeah, actually,
I mean, that is accurate. You weren't talking about arson. Well, Radiant was like, nothing I did would constitute burning down a village. Some of the experiments I've done may have constituted destroying a building. That's just because alchemy?
Understandable. Artificing is dangerous, and things like that will happen.
I live underwater. It's really
Yeah, so
hard.
Lutula, that makes sense
It's
for Lutula
really
never
hard to
It-
burn
it's
things
hard.
down.
Is that the challenge? No, I shouldn't discuss this right now.
Nope.
There's a child present.
We're not trying to burn. Why would we even try and burn down anywhere?
That's right. To
There's
see
a
if it's possible.
There's a
Experiment.
very tiny child in a chair next to you, Carrie, that's just watching you the entire time with, like, wide eyes.
She likes
Anyway,
your
no,
ways.
we're not telling the story about the burning down of the village.
Is fire cool?
No,
Yeah.
small child, it is not. Slap Kaz on the back of the head. No, fire is not cool. Don't play with fire, ever,
Oh, sure.
until
Yep.
you're at least 23.
Do you have any more semi-child-friendly stories? I know that your brother likes to bring back stories from his adventures that aren't always the most child-friendly, but as long as you can keep around those levels, maybe we're okay. Less destruction of property, more, finding strange things, exploring worlds, You've been...
Tell her
We
about
did
college.
attend college
Yeah, college.
and we were
Just being under
on
the sea in general.
Yeah, we were on a city, or we were in a city that was on the back of some animal that I forgot already.
Leviathan.
Yeah, the Leviathan.
Yes, I can attest to that. I used to live on Slim Boda. They visited there, and I decided to go with them. That's very interesting. On the back of the Leviathan. You hear tales about what, merfolk cities and such, but on the back of Leviathan seems so interesting. How does that work with you always swimming around?
Poorly.
Surprisingly well with these white designs.
What?
Lutula's answer was surprisingly well with the right designs.
True.
To be fair, I think
Proper
the Tula
tools.
has more trouble on land now than we ever had underwater.
Yes. I have legs, which has been surprising because of magic. A gift from my patron, the goddess of the moon. Allow me to walk upon the land and see all the great things that you land dwellers have and bring it back to my people, or something like that.
Lutila's here for purely selfish reasons.
And the rest of us aren't?
Yeah, but I like Lutila.
I mean, I'm also here because of Max.
Exactly, that's what I meant.
That constitutes as a selfish reason.
But then, what you mean? Both?
How do you
my
define selfishness, Wintress?
I mean, like, Max was my excuse for leaving, but my, reasoning for doing, or, no. Max was my reasoning for leaving, and my excuse for leaving was, spreading the knowledge of my deity and its divine powers and understanding the connection with the rest of the world. I mean, like, so, whatever, I'm not going to argue with Wintress.
Good
That's
choice.
not-
Tis a fool's errand to do so.
Carrie knows what I mean.
So, that explains your merfolk friend. How about, your goblin friend? Where did you meet?
I was working as a shipwright. I work on ships, repairing them should they get damaged. They were passengers on the ship that I was working. We ran into some trouble, and it just made more sense for me to leave the service of the ship. And I decided I would continue journeying with these interesting people.
Now, where are you from? We've heard that Miss Latula is from the Merfolk Empire, but I haven't seen a goblin quite like you before. I haven't seen many goblins, though.
I am from Shiv. I'm very different from the goblins that tend to be more closer to this area.
Yes, I've heard good things about Shiv. People have good stories about you. I mean, there's volcanoes and dragons and goblins and apparently lizard people.
The Viashino, yes, they are excellent ship crafters and sailors.
Neat. Let's see. Who else do you have here? I guess we should get about and talking to your nice angel friend. When did you meet an angel, Carrie?
Well, we met her in a village that was below a giant dragon.
Now, are you two... Because, you know, angel and demon thing?
No.
No, we've heard some stories about this. Your brother has told me all about you. And some things, and
Oh, God. How many bad stories have you heard?
Well, I did share the story about, making out with Darcy.
Yeah, let's avoid that one. Yes.
I mean, it was a story. It was interesting.
I mean, I wouldn't mind hearing this story.
Nope. Nope, no stories. Hey, let's talk about the time I almost got kidnapped because Max decided to leave.
Oh, sure, we could talk about that.
I thought we were over that.
Oh, we're over it, but I'm never letting you live it down.
That's duly noted. What about the other time where I pushed you off a cliff? That was a bit more funny.
Technically, you pushed me off a tree.
That's
And you made her laugh.
Alright.
And you also made me laugh and almost killed me. That's where the attempted murder comes in. Or manslaughter, I guess.
Alright, that's interesting. Mr. Max, if you're so angry at Carrie, why do you travel together?
Remind me which NPC we're talking to?
This is, Tilly. This is, the wife, the very pregnant lady who made dinner. She seems to be leading the conversation right now.
This is not Carrion's mom, is it?
No.
Mom's
This
long.
Carrie's mom's dead.
This is
Yeah.
this is Carrie's sister-in-law.
Oh.
Yeah.
She was asking where I came from?
Like how you met them and such, and why you're traveling with them if you're so angry with Carrie.
Well, the thing is, I've been traveling with my longest time companion, Claude, and we've been basically scouring the lands far and wide in search of a cure for our ailment, so to speak. We encountered the others on a boat that we all happened to mutually be going on, and...
Oh, Mr. Catherine's boat.
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah. That's true. And our chemistry was good. We had good camaraderie, and we decided to stick together.
And when did you start trying to murder Carrie?
Okay, let's not get this misconstrued. It was one of them was a genuine accident. The other was supposed to be a tactical plan with which we were going to attack her.
Murder her.
No,
I almost lost my weapon.
It was not a well thought out or discussed tactical plan, and Winthress and I weren't even there.
All I know is he tried to murder
Not murder, assisted kidnapping.
Yeah, that time it was assisted kidnapping. The time after that, it attempted murder.
you can interpret it as you will, but my intentions were good.
I don't actually hate him, by the way. This is just my way of interacting with Max.
Max folds his arms and he says sadly, "Sounds like she hates me."
You're not fooling me, mother. Right, child?
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm trying. It's been a long time since I've been in the presence of a child.
Same.
Well, how
You
about,
are a child.
since we were interrupted, Miss Angel? Yes, hi. I guess that's where I probably should introduce a lot about myself. I'm Radiant. Technically, I am the only Archangel within Urborg, or from Urborg. Hence the Black Wings. I was working as an alchemist in, well, when I ran into this group, as Kaz said, near the Mountain of the Dragon, and I had been trying to look for myself as one of the only angels, well, the only angel from Urborg. Maybe not ever, but in the last few hundred years at very least. And upon traveling with her, I've discovered my purpose in existence, and that's to lead Carrie back to the throne of Urborg. By the way, you're technically royalty. There's an awkward silence for a moment. Your dad's like, we don't talk about that.
Yeah, that's not dinner conversation, that's after dinner conversation, Radiant.
Oh, your dad's gonna chime in early. I don't know how I'm guessing she's aware of some stuff because Angel and stuff like that. You can tell he's trying to keep himself from cursing, too. But I heard the stories from my great-grandfather back when he was still alive and I was but a boy. I knew our family had been in a position of power. Didn't know it would be construed with necessarily royalty. Maybe nobility. But, thought we lost that in, well, before the invasion even. I mean, it's one of the reasons that, we were still friends with, Windgrace's people. One of the last lords of Urborg. He's been gone. Well, things haven't been great. Or weren't great until we left about a decade ago. But, I thought that's why our family line was always good in with the, catfolk. Those Panthers were also from some noble lines. So, your goal as an angel is to see Carrie rise back to a position of power and maybe find stability within Urborg over a bunch of people that haven't had a proper ruler in probably about 100 to 200 years, save for a horrible demon-worshipping cult, which she's technically also descended from. Dang.
Can I say that I have no part in this plan?
I'm gonna be her advisor when she comes onto the throne.
I'll be leading the Navy.
Your
We're
brother's just
planning
kind
this
of like
for Carrie.
your brother's looking at you and it's like you could tell he's snickering up to himself.
It's true, Carrie wants no part of this, so we're doing it
I'm
for
a
her.
princess.
Oh,
Indeed.
please don't. God. I will drag you behind a cart again.
Can I get a crown and or tiara?
I don't think I have that much money.
And she's just kind of like get up on her chair and kind of like put her arms on your arm and like kind of like look with that kind of like child like like half crying eyes and be like, please, Aunt Carrie.
No.
I'm gonna just kind of lean over and be like, doesn't have to be expensive. She's a child.
You know what?
Paper crown.
If you give me literally half an hour, I can make one.
Yes, you can have a crown.
Yay! I'm a princess. Radiant's gonna be like, she's technically not wrong.
Radiant, shut up, please. You're driving me to drink more.
I mean, you already require massive amounts more than your average person in order to get any form of drunk.
You're driving me to drink 4 times as much.
I mean, I believe the more accurate term would be that your demon side, similar to my angel side, is making you mostly immune to it.
Radiant?
I'm just being accurate.
Yeah, I don't need that right now.
And Radiant's gonna be our guard, our head of guard. Right, Carrie?
The
No,
arcade.
there's no plans for ruling Urborg at all. Definitely not including me.
Well, there's the one plan that we had talked about.
There's several plans. Whether they come
That
to
plan doesn't
another
include me
problem,
ruling Urborg. That plan includes other people ruling Urborg with me on the throne.
We'll figure that plan out later.
You already have one contender, that one elf.
That one. Oh, there was also that Minotaur.
Oh, and the Minotaur. Yeah, that's true. Although I
was
don't
his
know
name?
where the Minotaur.
I don't remember the Minotaur's name.
I don't think the Minotaur. Did the Minotaur lady ever give me a name? I don't think she did.
No, she didn't.
Yeah, I just have Minotaur friend. Oh my god, I forgot I have a lizard puppy with me!
You
Oh
do.
yeah.
You have a lizard puppy.
We're just collecting animals and forgetting they exist.
Oh,
lizard puppy- Look, right
Shrug-
now the lizard puppy and the dragon homunculus are on the cart, just playing together.
with Schrodinger's
Well,
bird, which may or may not be there because no one's observing it.
At the very, very least, Ophis is alive. The dragon homunculus is alive. The bird might not be.
We don't know.
I know all my pets are alive. Well, they're not technically alive.
Also, I don't know why, but I have Denoma, pretty horse, written in my notes.
Denoma was the name of the horse?
That's the one that pulls the cart.
You've had the name of the horse this whole time?
Listen, I have notes in like 4 different locations, so I was scrolling down on my notes on my actual page and I saw a fucking Denoma pretty horse.
I was just like, whatever, a horse has a name.
Nah, Denoma.
That was the joke you made! You got the horse!
Not surprising.
This is what I have to deal with.
Well,
Carrie, what-
why don't you tell us about yourself, Miss Wintress, was it? We don't see many core people down this way. Occasionally some of your people come down to trade goods, but rarely this far from the mountains.
Oh, yeah,
Right, so, number one thing you gotta know about me. I like cool things. And you see what I'm wearing? This is cool.
You still have the goat head on?
Yeah.
It's always
She's
the
not gonna
point.
take it off.
No,
Cool hat.
Yeah, she's got a cool skull mask on. Yeah.
And I have the cape from that fur that I got in the Minotaur area.
Yeah.
So now I have the skull mask and the cape, and I'm like swishing around and like, see how cool I am? And I start to pose.
You notice there's a small child that's also posing now the same way as her. Can I have my crown so I can be Princess Kick-Ass? Language! Oh my god.
That one wasn't my fault. I haven't said that in her presence.
I don't think
Your father's gonna kind of snicker under his breath a moment. I wouldn't know where she would have learned it from.
Oh, hey, I forgot I have 5 pieces of jewelry and 10 gems.
And I
You
aim
can totally help make a crowd with that.
to make Carrie the best. I can't hear because I don't have my headphones right now.
Technical difficulties.
To make Carrie the best ruler Urbug has ever had.
Yeah, true.
Exactly. I know I can't fail this task.
I mean,
Also,
your father's gonna chime in. I mean, that's not difficult. Hey! There might have been
we're
some...
avoiding the fact that I'm not going to rule. Also, if any of you remember,
She doesn't know what she's
Wintress
saying.
is the one. Wintress is the core that I met in the library.
Yeah, Urberg hasn't had like a decent ruler for 1,000 years, so I mean, can't go wrong with her. Everybody will be eating those weird mushrooms.
Drug use is not only legalized, it's mandated.
Everyone
I
must
tried
take at least
mushrooms
one
3
drug.
times.
What was it that we had the time that you almost got kidnapped?
I
You were
don't
getting
remember.
smoke weed.
No, it
Oh,
wasn't
no.
a smoke wig.
Oh no, it was the powder.
Yeah, it was like, it was a powder.
It wasn't mushrooms. I only did that 3 times.
It was Cabal, illegal drugs.
So it was from the Cabal.
Yeah. That's why they knew she was there.
Hey, I was getting drugs.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
and
the
then
only
weird-
which were illegal, so the only people who would have them.
Well, they were good. I don't know what to tell you.
They were good drugs. None of this is being mentioned to the family, however.
No, none of this
Not
is
in the
mentioned.
presence of the child.
Well, I guess how about you, Mr. Claude?
I'm complicated.
You do have a unique ability. That was interesting magic to make yourself look like, Fairney there.
Yes.
I'll just put their names in chat here, because I should spell them for you guys.
Thank you.
Tilly
You're
and...
Fernie.
It's spelled Fearney.
Dear
Yeah, Fearney.
Fernie.
Fernie.
It's not so much magic as a natural ability.
Fascinating.
Yeah, I'm not going to go deep in my history because there's a child here. But yeah, I met Carrie and the rest of them on the Kaz's boat, and our friend Nim, who unfortunately couldn't be here tonight, hired us
He
on
died.
as no, he's at the bar.
It's just that the
Watching
what
over a
our-
friend of ours who's currently intoxicated.
Oh, who are those two? Will we be meeting them? Or could you at least tell us about them? If not.
you've met Wintress, so you've met Hang.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
That's
Oh,
another.
Hang is
He's
a
another
lot less
core.
cool than me, okay? Like, she's cool, but she's not me. Come on now.
Uh-huh. Okay, interesting. And what about this Nim fellow?
He's a very, 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 very old elf. Like
He's
3,000 years old elf.
we
That's pretty
think
cool.
we're estimating.
Wow, that's...
He also once was in a relationship with a dragon.
It's true. He'll deny it, but we know the truth.
Yeah, he kidnapped the dragon's daughter.
No, it wasn't kidnapping. She went willingly.
Well, true. Oh, okay. He. But the father was not
Stolen
happy.
away.
Elopement?
Kind of.
They weren't married.
No.
I think they've since broken up.
Relationship.
Aunt
they
Carrie,
had.
what does elope mean?
It means something that you will never do because you'll probably get me killed by your father.
Accurate.
In other words, you don't need to know.
Oh, okay.
You'll find out when you're older, probably.
At least 23.
She's gonna pout. I'm old enough for things now.
How old are you?
Okay, then go do some chores.
Oh.
I already do chores.
Oh yeah, what do you do?
I sweep. I
Okay.
help mommy out by sweeping.
Okay. So you'll need to start doing the laundry. You'll need to start helping out in getting the grounds prepared for wintertime. You'll need to, cook dinner. Are you ready to do that?
But that's mommy's job. I don't want to steal mommy's job.
Yes, but if you're old enough, then you can do it. So you should.
You should at least learn how.
Where's my crown?
Change of subject.
I could do half an hour.
She won't want to fight it, I know. Because, like, when I was a kid, I said I wanted something.
Your father seems to have been thinking about something for a while, and then and then he'll kind of just kind of go, ah. I thought of something with this conversation about, well, that might pertain to some things for you, hun. Probably not in front of children, though.
Okay, so Wintrust, you need to leave. No,
Aw.
I'm kidding.
I mean, look,
She's not kidding.
it might not be important, but in our conversation earlier a little bit, I was thinking of some things with this entire conversation and meeting your interesting friends, and it made me think of something. Let me just come over here and whisper in your ear about it. And then dinner's been wonderful. I'm gonna hit the sack then, probably get up early, help around the town and stuff. And he's gonna basically inform you in very simple words that he's 95% sure you and your brother were conceived when it was him with your mom in demon form rather than human form.
Carrie is now scarred for life.
Kinky.
Here, I'm gonna. Yeah, that sounds about right.
It might explain some things. He's like, it might explain a few things.
Yeah, Carrie's blushing bright fucking red. Or as red as she can be with, demon skin.
Yeah.
I'd like to make an insight check. See how fair what the hell's going on.
Uh-huh.
Can I make a perception check to see if I could have heard that?
Sure, but with disadvantage. He's very good at whispering something. We'll just see what you roll.
Well, let's see.
Wintrust isn't even gonna try because she's off in her own little world.
Holy fuck!
Fuck me running.
Double that 20s.
Jeezy, greasy dog.
Then,
That's like
In other
the
words,
best we've
yes.
ever seen.
I mean, you'd certainly know what was being discussed there. There's
Like my ear just goes.
double nut,
It's the fucking Animaniacs.
double nut 20s. Wow.
Just so listening to that specific part of the conversation, nothing else.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well then, you certainly know what's being talked about here.
I know the family secret.
Yes.
There's a lot of family secrets. Yeah.
You know, the kinky one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna pause my brain here because my brain has just broken. Have we had both breaks or just one?
One.
We've had one.
One.
Okay. I for a second there I'm like, did we have a second break?
You had a moment where you had to help with the giant freaky buzz.
That's why I'm confused. Okay. Now after Carrie's been thoroughly embarrassed and her father leaves, why don't we have break 2? That's a good point in
2.5.
time.
Break 2.
So, again, drink, snack, bathroom break if you needed that. We'll come back to finishing up dinner and maybe going after a creature or something. Or finding out what's going on with that. Possibly. But there have been plenty of fun times with Carrie's family. Make up for it. That's beast enough for you. Anyway, we'll be back soon.
Countdown? No, there's no countdown.
I said countdown done. That was the countdown. Countdown done. I was just gonna try to confuse people more and more now. I've gotten silly in my ancient ways.
Let me tell you, it's fucking working.
Countdown done. Hi everybody, we're back with Countdown Done. I mean with Children of Rath. Okay, so your father's gonna head off to bed after a really embarrassing revelation that he had to share with you.
I'm just gonna look at Carrie and wink at her.
That just makes it weirder.
Exactly.
It's flawed from me currently.
On the other side, like we'll say, because he's next to you, and then on the other side of you is your niece.
So Claude is next to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stab him with a fork.
All right.
I move my vital organs out of the way.
I am not trying to murder you with a fork.
I'm guessing, like, in the hand.
Yeah.
I like it.
Any blood
Yeah,
vessels
like-
and stuff just.
Yes, you vital organs away from your hand.
Thing in your
I
hand.
moved my brain out of my hand. By the way, that's where I had it.
Are you like a dinosaur with a second brain just chilling in a limb?
I can just put it wherever I want. I can put any of my organs wherever I want.
Yeah. He's just moving them around.
Oh,
Hey,
God.
want to shake my brain?
No!
Why do you even keep your vital organs? Just get rid of them.
That's what Cass is trying to do.
Yeah!
Yeah, exactly.
I can
Next
shift
level,
them
I'll
with
succeed
my-
with 2 of them, the lungs. They'll be gone.
Anyway, some dessert will be served, which will be like a kind of like a sweetbread, and then your niece will be escorted to bed upstairs as she's getting tired and it's getting late, and you know she wants to I want to stay up and get my crown and Carrie. You know.
We're gonna have to call the ambulance.
I mean, traditional 2 to 3 year old behavior.
Yeah. Hey, I don't have to deal with it. Just my.
Yeah.
I mean, if you stick around long enough, they might have you babysit.
Yeah, Carrie doesn't live here.
It's like, well, you're staying around for a while. We need a babysitter. Carrie.
Okay, but would anyone trust Carrie with a child?
No.
No.
Maybe if they got you, maybe they've got some of your friends with you. Maybe combined between a lot of you, you're good enough.
Combined, we form a competent adult.
That's the thing that we know. The most competent adult is Radiant.
The more there are of us.
I would be prepared for it. I have had a lot of experience looking after children.
No. We just pot her off on Radiant.
Yeah, that's what we'll do.
Okay, even I'm not that cruel.
Let Kaz do it. That'll go great.
No, it won't. It really won't.
It'll be fine.
Let me
You'll set
show
the
you
village
about
on fire.
fire.
Only a little.
So, what's your plan now? Dessert's done. A couple people have gone to bed. Your sister-in-law's not going to be coming by, but your brother's going to be hanging around. He's actually probably going to get like a bottle of wine out of some kind, and probably some kind of like local like berry wine or something. He's just going to get a little bit of out and like offer some glasses to anybody that wants any.
Try some.
Oh, hey,
I was
what the-
going to say, so any interesting stories about little Carrie?
No. I was actually going to suggest we tell the uncensored story. Now that the child is asleep.
Right, which story would you like?
All of them, you know? Like the time that you went to buy me drugs and I almost got kidnapped.
Right, that was fun.
Yeah, by the way, that's the reason I almost got kidnapped, is they were buying me drugs.
So,
I know
yeah.
how to kill Carrie very effectively.
What?
I cover my non-existent ears so I don't get blamed for this later somehow.
Well, aren't you not in skeleton form right now?
I have no idea. I don't think my guy's been wearing the human thing ever since the execution.
Oh, I would have assumed since
thought you've
we
been
were
wearing
going to see Carrie's family and a small child.
Well, no, I had like my normal mask on, I think. My guy still feels really ashamed about that.
Yeah, we did let someone get super violently executed, huh?
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, it was kind of mean.
That we didn't approve of it. It's not like
no,
we
we didn't
knew that
approve
was
of it.
going to happen.
No, and also, it's hard to judge because of cultural differences. You know, like, there's no universal morality.
There's also the fact that you turned him into a fucking armadillo.
Yeah, you also turned him into an armadillo.
I mean, but I didn't kill the guy.
No, but
We considered suffocating him.
super traumatizing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if we just suffocated him, he would have had an easier death.
Actually, yeah, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I'm not gonna do it like in character, but just give the general rundown of everything that's happened
Mm-hmm.
over the adventure so far, uncensored. Now that the child is asleep.
Yeah, and I'll explain my backstory.
I guess since we're all being honest, I kind of like, I pull up the glove and like I show like the bone.
I lift up the eye patch to show that I still have the eye.
I don't have anything. I'm all on display.
Honestly,
Boom there.
you're not the strangest undead I've met.
There were others?
You're
Well,
not the only person who's died.
I mean, she's not wrong.
spend 10 years in Urborg? Like, I can remember some things from my childhood. That place has some shit.
Oh, I believe it. Oh, I believe it.
Oh, yeah. Horrible
Did
experiment.
Carrie tell you she made a friend there?
No, I did not mention this one.
Please
Oh,
tell.
Twice the size of a house? Some kind of... I don't know what the hell it was. Swamp elemental?
That actually sounds pretty cool.
You remember that friend of Nim's that was keeping his lizard friend safe, I think?
I believe
Yes.
so.
Kind of similar.
Huh.
Interesting.
Yeah, you wouldn't think an Urborg would have enough nature, but that thing was... Seemed like it took a liking to you. Thought it was weird at the time, but after everything that's happened, I don't know, makes sense.
Carrie had friends before me.
I had very few friends before you, most of them siblings.
I mean, this one's 2 houses big and probably could... I don't know what the hell it would do. Murder the crap out of everything in its wake? If it got angry at it?
So it's cooler than me?
No, Wintress, it's not cooler than you. It's just very similar to me. You know, I, too, would probably destroy anything in my path.
Cooler than me.
No?
Wintress, I'd offer to console you, but I feel like you'd push me away in fear.
But you're cooler. You're ice cold.
You're literally from the mountains?
Whatever, I'm cooler than all of you.
No, you're hotter than all of us.
I won't argue with that either.
I think we're all cool in our own way.
You're not-
Lutula
you're
will
not
like think
cool
for a
at
second.
all,
I'm like,
so.
aren't I technically cooler than a lot of you because my
Well,
body temperature is far less than a lot of yours?
If you're talking body temperature, I think he has his beat.
True, but he's also
No working blood vessels and all.
technically not alive, and just as the
And I don't know about me if I'm in my true form.
I'm kind of the bad boy of the group.
I've done more drugs in my lifetime than you'll ever see.
that is
I've
very
heard
true.
on
She
purpose.
has.
She has in
I've
front
been
of
put
us.
into jail and then had arson committed around me.
Okay, so then you didn't intentionally do the arson.
No, I was dead fucking drunk at the time. I still don't know how you managed to burn down an entire village when...
He wouldn't open the gate. I'm sorry. What was supposed to do? I couldn't find him.
Not burn down an entire village.
It didn't say that on the manual, okay?
But manual!
The being Carrie's friend manual, I wrote it.
You might want to add it.
You might want to try and give it to the fucking skeleton. Man, he's bad at his job.
Well,
Maybe
I have
he's
it
secretly
right
trying
here.
to kill you.
Do you need to study the manual to being Carrie's friend, Max? Cause like, I made like 7 copies.
Is this an actual manual, Wintress?
No, it's little picture drawings.
Let me take a look. I look at them.
Sure. I was gonna say sure. As my answer to
Probably
whatever's
very
there.
confusing.
Is Wintress a good artist or no?
Sure.
Wow, these are incredibly detailed. How long did it take you to make these?
Well, we like spent a long time in the library together once when we first met. She was like busy reading, so I kind of just like I took like the book she wasn't reading, and I drew on them.
You-
And
You...
So is there
You did-
writing underneath these drawings?
Probably.
Wintress, are you telling me that you wrote on priceless artifacts?
just the ones you looked at and went, okay?
They're still priceless artifacts of history!
What does this one say, Wintress? The writing looks a little small.
I can't read.
That's why it's a picture book.
But wait, but I thought we said it had writing on it.
Yeah.
I mean, I can read, but I can't read that well.
Well, no, there's writing behind it. Because she drew over a book.
She drew over a book from a library that was in ruins, so, priceless history.
Also probably made, like, notes that are, like, unintelligible notes that even, like, it's when you, like, go back and you, like, check something, you're like, did I write this? What the hell did I write? You know? So there's probably, like, some notes with it that are, like, brief, like, under each picture. They're just not good.
Oh.
That's how I learned how to. That's all my notes on Carrie and how Carrie functions.
Not well.
There is an entire chapter about how not well Carrie functions. The chapter being like 3 paragraphs.
Is that with or without drugs?
That's, with drugs. Without drugs, I'd be dead.
What's this picture supposed to represent, Wintress?
That one time Carrie met this really pretty elf lady in the town.
Oh, she's very gorgeous.
That happens apparently more than once.
Wait, is this about that same elf lady? Have you been updating it?
Of course.
Oh, yeah,
Is this the one that dragged you, quote-unquote, kicking and screaming into the bedroom?
Again, it was not kicking
I
and
was
screaming.
not kicking or screaming. I was, in fact, probably unconscious.
The screaming didn't start until she was in the bedroom.
Ah, thank you for clarifying that. I knew it happened eventually, but I wasn't sure when.
Yeah, she was, yeah.
I'm sure the
Personally, I
brother
thought
wants
you were the
to hear
dominant one, but I guess,
You would have had to have met Noldy.
She was twice your size, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Sounds familiar. Wink.
What? I will set you on fire. I'll fucking do it. I can.
I thought we weren't doing arson.
We're not doing arson. Does burning someone's body count as arson? Or does it count as murder?
It probably wouldn't kill me.
Attempted murder. Assault.
That's a good question.
Assault.
I don't know. I don't know any lawyers.
I'm technically the law here. I really should suggest not arson or assault or attempted murders, being
Thank
discussed near me.
To be fair, I haven't murdered anyone. Yet.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I found a lucky egg.
There's
Where did
crying
you
in my
find an
background.
egg?
There's lucky eggs that Wintress is finding.
Anyway, hey, Noah, did we get all the information about the weird fucking monster out of you yet? Because then I'm just gonna fucking leave and get really drunk. We hear from the other room as the child screams because he does not want to go to sleep.
Well, she is a demon.
Uh-huh.
Or a quarter demon.
We haven't gotten a very good description of it. It does attack at nights, so we've had to have patrols and fires at night to keep a lookout for it. So far, the walls have held, even though the walls aren't really that great in comparison to the size of this thing. Probably could smash through them if it really wanted to. I guess just effort seems to be keeping it away for now. Maybe other prey. The brief descriptions we've had are many legs, seems reptilian, something akin to a snake or a lizard.
Did anyone think to sketch the footprints?
Sure. They look like big, lizard prints or something. Now, it doesn't have wings or anything like that. It doesn't seem to breathe any kind of fire or anything like that, so people haven't called it a dragon. But dragons aren't the only reptile creatures out there. Don't know much more about it. Except as a hunter, they're dangerous. And hungry. I don't know. Thing's big. I only saw it briefly one point in time. Like some brief bits of it, maybe like a tail or something. Its back end seems as big as a house. I don't even know how long it was, how big its body was. But just that small portion of its body was massive. Don't know how we could have missed something like this unless it moved in, or maybe slept until now. I don't know.
Does anyone else have a bad feeling about this that reminds them of Wintress's place?
Little.
Yeah.
Hey, Kaz, you want to go set fire to a weird lizard?
I would love to set fire to a weird lizard.
Fire?
Yep. You want to come, Wintress? We're gonna go out and see if we can find this fucking lizard.
We should not leave the village undefended.
But what do you mean? Her brother's still here.
It's gonna be out hunting now. Don't know if that's better or worse, or to look for its lair. We don't know where it lairs, other than that's in the deep woods. It does seem to be nocturnal, though.
I'm not the sneakiest person in the world, so I vote let's go fucking kill it.
How many of us are here?
I'm
9?
extra sneaky.
I mean, we can leave Radiant and Nim behind.
Yeah, well, Nim's already gone. Nim's like dealing with hay.
You sure it wouldn't be safer to mount a stronger defense in the village and fight it here? With more people?
I would worry that,
The village could get damaged.
yeah.
There's also the possibility of casualties. Whereas if we go and fight it, the only ones that are going to be dying are us.
It's almost like you don't value our lives as well.
Oh no, it's mostly my life I don't value.
Max, you're the least one who should say that after your attempted kidnapping plan on Carrie.
The
Also,
plan never went through, so it's a moot point.
to be completely fair,
Stop.
if we're about to die, I will distract it, the rest of you will run. That's how my life kind of works.
I'd rather you not get hurt either.
Yeah, I'm gonna be completely upfront. That might be how your life works. I'm gonna be staying by your side.
You
Also
can
with my two
fly. You can get out of there quick.
I can fly.
I thought she didn't master the art of flying yet.
No, I can fly pretty well.
I'm flying.
No, she flew most of earlier today.
Look,
I say we should do it. We should just go and see what happens.
I
We
have
should
like 5
probably-
weapons, but I'm
If
ready.
If we're going to do that, I think we should have a bit of a plan, like possibly an escape route, maybe an idea to lure it.
Also,
Yeah, that's
really,
the point.
Carrie, I'm as your older brother here. I'm gonna have to at least give one suggestion: sober the fuck up before you do something stupid.
Oh, that's a good point.
No! Also, I'm not actually drunk. Like Radiant said, I'm very now.
She has been drinking a lot, though, so it might be impairing her ability to make good decisions.
Oh wait, I'm on the wrong sheet. I'm not drunk! Fuck you! I got a 25! I'm sober as hell!
Mhm.
My decision is that I want to go fight someone. That's
I
normally
like
my
to
decision.
kill.
Yeah, see, Winter's behind me. I think Kaz is also behind me.
I say
It's
we
just
try to
yours-
find its hideout.
Yes, yeah, you're boring. I just want to go kill it. Like we did with the fucking Liger things.
Yeah, they weren't no pro. My brother might have almost died, but that's fine. Because it wasn't the tigers that did it.
I am worried that it might be another distraction thing.
Hey, Wintress, by the way, it wasn't actually the tigers that were your brother.
I know, that's what I just said.
But you said the tigers hurt your brother.
No, I said it wasn't actually tigers that did it.
Yeah, no, it was a weird shadow bitch. By the way, if any weird shadow bitches show up in the village, fucking run.
Yeah, don't try to fight them. That would probably go bad.
I can attest to the fact that it will go bad. Surprised I'm not dead.
All the more reason why Nim should stay in the village. I think they don't want to be near him.
Well, yes, I say Nim, Radiant, and Lord Kula stay in the village, and Hank. But Hank's drunk, so Hank doesn't really count. And the rest of us go and kill a monster.
I would rather not leave you, though. Seems dangerous.
Is that Radiant?
Yes.
Radiant!
Good buddy, good old pal.
As much as I enjoy the fact that you rely on me, Nim is quite powerful.
Yeah, but he's also a bitch that doesn't like to do things.
He's slow to act, but have you ever asked him to actually do something?
Yes!
We could possibly go down that
Not
route
enough
for
fun.
this and see what our employer
You haven't-
thinks.
You haven't been very upfront with him ever. You've asked him to do small things, which he's done, but have you actually addressed him in doing something like this, like protecting the village?
That's a fair point. We haven't really invited, offer, said, oh, would you like to come with us? But we haven't actually said, hey, we would like you to do this.
See, I feel like that's it's just breaking, we're supposed to be protecting him, and we all know he's significantly more powerful than us. Not me though. I'm the most powerful person here. But also
He also knows nature, so maybe he might know something about this creature.
Could I possibly make a nature check to try to figure out what it is?
Sure, you could try a nature check. You're not sure if it actually is nature, but you can make a nature check to see if you've heard anything similar.
16!
I'm a grandmother!
You're not
for once, it was
sure?
the right number.
Unfortunately, you're not sure.
Yeah.
The description doesn't fit like a normal lizard. It might fit some kind of beast, or maybe if it didn't have limbs, it might be some kind of worm. But because there are things like scaled worms, crawled worms, things like that, which are very dangerous.
May I make a suggestion?
This doesn't sound like anything you've necessarily heard before, unfortunately.
Fair.
question. I want to make a nature check too. But what kind of biome are
This
Forest?
is technically, I'll give you forest.
we? So it's not grassland. Gotcha.
No, this area here is the small forest in amongst the kind of more rolling grassland mountains.
So it's right
Yeah.
The Highlands.
Yeah, this is one of the few forests on the Highlands, and it's from this forest, Technically, you're more lowlandy, but still technically considered Highlands. Just to confuse everybody.
High Lowlands.
Then here we go.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Damn.
Let's see here.
I'm racking my brain here.
You're thinking deeply about it, and the thing is, you technically haven't heard anything necessarily about this, but it sounds familiar, about some stories, about some legends from, It is not a legend
My brother told me this.
Yeah, this was a story that he had heard from a traveler. So this is not something from your tribe at all. This is not a story your tribe would hear. But this is an old story that he heard when he was talking to an old man, a traveler, that was sharing a bunch of stories. Someone probably from the Highlands. Tells of a great beast. A thing that was different than any other. It was a unique creature. Said to be a massive reptilian beast. Like a cross between a lizard and a snake. With maybe a dozen limbs. It's said to exist somewhere deep within the forests. Awaken every few centuries to feed and to hunt before returning to its lair.
Okay, my brother, you met him, right? I'm pretty sure you all met him. He's a big story guy, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he told me the story one day, and it was about a big leggy boy.
Beautiful.
And the leggy boy, like, he was leggy. He had a lot of legs. Apparently. I don't know why monsters have to be leggy sometimes, but they do. And apparently, it like, the story goes, big leggy boy wakes up, lives in big forest boy. It's a big forest leggy boy. And he wakes up, eats, and goes back to sleep for a couple centuries. Then he wakes up, eats, go back to sleep. It's a sleepy boy. It's just very sleepy.
There are a couple of other details that I will give you. Villages are said to disappear in his wake. It is said that the thing itself has no eyes, yet it can see perfectly.
And I
Big
think
blind leggy boy.
his legs kind of act like antennas or something. Cause like he's a no eye. He's a no eye. He has no eyeballs. No eyeballs. But maybe he has eyeballs on his feet. Maybe, I don't know. Why else would you have that many legs? Also, like, apparently in the legends, whenever he wakes up, villages disappear.
The last part of the legend that I will give you, that you've heard about, is that he has the ability just to disappear.
And apparently, even though he has legs, he's a ghost.
I love the way
I don't
Waitress
know why
describes
ghosts
it.
need legs.
What's Carrie's brother's name again?
Yados.
Gatos.
Must be floppy.
Yados. Would it be possible to either borrow the sketch of the prince or get a copy? I'd like to show it to our friend Nim. Maybe it might spark something for him too.
I guess we don't really have a sketch. We took a look at them, but I mean, that was it. There's no reason to like take sketches or something. We just had some people look at them, and none of the elders could identify it. I could try to draw something, but I don't know how perfect it would be.
Well, anything might be helpful.
Alright, he's gonna take a bit and kind of like sketch something out, you know, try to put something together. I hope...
Story time with French or Football.
Yes, story time with
Big,
French.
leggy, blind forest boy who's a ghost.
I know that I'm probably wrong. There's just a really specific type of cave salamander that I'm thinking of. Because it's also blind and will just go for like 7 years without moving or doing anything.
Oh, so like me.
Yeah. I'll post a picture of it. I think they're adorable. Some people think they're terrifying.
Let's look at this leggy boy.
Give me a sec. Copy image.
Kind of looks like an axolotl.
It's related to the axolotl.
Huh.
Creepy because it doesn't have eyes.
Yeah. Or any distinguishing facial features.
If we ever
Yeah.
have to fight an axolotl,
Its
then
head
I
looks
wanna
like an
have to
eraser.
stop,
It's adorable.
'cause axolotls are too cute.
Its head looks like an eraser.
It's a silly little fucker.
I'd gladly give my life for an axolotl.
Good to
They're
know.
endangered.
Exactly.
Alright, so as you kind of you talk about this here, everybody give me perception.
Perception.
Let's see, can I double that 20 it again?
9.
Oh, wait. Well,
I am
That one-
oblivious.
To be
Just like my
disadvantaged, but 19.
Same.
Alright, let me,
Oh no.
roll,
We're brain. We're just so. Ugh.
We're so good at this, y'all.
and...
To be fair, our two with really good perceptions got decent perceptions, but then there's fucking.
Well, fuck, yeah. So,
Radiant.
Radiant kind of like, at first, you know, kind of just like, you just notice that she's kind of like perks up for a second, just kind of like shakes her head a little bit, you know, as if like, you know, something was going on for just a second. And then like, you kind of feel like the two of you that rolled well, which were Wintress and Claude. Wintress and Claude, you'll notice something like the almost finished glass of wine on the table shakes a little bit.
Oh, it's Jurassic Park.
I was just gonna say the same fucking thing.
Leggy Ghost Boy inbound question mark?
What?
Something big is moving, or there's a shaking of the earth. Look at the wine.
Or I'm gonna go outside, I think.
I fucking bolt outside.
Yep, gonna skedaddle on out.
I'll follow.
Okay. You'll head inside and you will hear out in the distance this crackling noise that sounds like a tree snapping and breaking.
Does it sound like a wooden barricade breaking?
At least not yet, if it is.
Going towards it with reckless abandon.
Alright, you can head over to the wall.
I'm switching into giant form.
Okay.
I'm transforming into Optimus Prime.
Roll out.
I'm just flying over there because I can get there faster than any of you.
I'll grab you, by the way, if you want.
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
Grab the tiny one.
I'll put you on my shoulder.
That's fine. I'm a ranged fighter for the most part.
I'm gonna run after the blip that is Carrie off in the distance.
Okay.
On my horse.
As you're getting up towards the wall, you can sense this kind of shaking coming throughout the ground. Like, you know, like, it's like... It feels as though, like, there's just, like, this thump, 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 thump. And then all of a sudden, thump, 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 thump. Repeatedly. I want you all to give me perception checks again.
All these people with poor reception.
Uh,
I have
Oh,
such
good.
oh, they're so good.
Because they have a +9 and a +7 respectively.
Oh, man,
Don't worry.
again.
Don't worry, Lee, I'm with you.
You're clumsy.
Nice. Your head's in a cloud at the moment.
I roll
My
mediocre.
head's in a cloud of I want to fucking murder.
Okay. Wintress Claude. All of a sudden, you will notice that that kind of like shaking stops as you're kind of coming up to the stone, the barricade. And then, like, everything seems quiet for just a moment. Like, all of you kind of will notice this, that everything kind of quiets down, and everything's kind of silent. But Wintress and Claude, you see just for a second, kind of hanging above the barricade, this strange kind of shimmer of a shape. A massive, massive shape.
It's a ghost!
It's not a
Going.
Where do you think it goes?
Going Scoob?
I mean, it's technically, you've seen something like this before, as it
Okay.
murdered Carrie,
What ghost are you talking about?
and had a lure that looked like a tiny squirrel.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah! Okay, A lot of things have tried to murder Carrie, right?
I was not present for that.
Mm-hmm. So yeah,
It was on the island.
yeah,
Yeah.
To be fair-
Oh, that's when I was in Lake Havasu.
yeah.
To be completely fair, this is the exact same situation where it's like, oh, I'm gonna go towards it.
It is, but it is massive and kind of chameleon-y. So, we'll
And-
leave it
I'm
there.
going to target.
Yeah.
Leave it with winter sailing. It's a go.
It may be.
Kb'brian thingy.
It may be like a 10/10 trample shroud if you're talking about like magic terms.
Shroud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Death comes for you, evildoers.
Yeah, can't target it, can't see it. hmm It's all
That
kind
doesn't
of
mean I can't
invisibility.
try.
Doesn't mean you can't try. So yeah, we'll leave off with this creature having shown up and staring at you. What do you think? It's hard to tell because
I wanna
only
eat
two
it.
of you actually sort of see it.
You want to
We
eat
see
it?
the shimmer.
Yeah, you see the shimmer.
I gotta have some spells that'll help with this.
Dancing lights.
I don't have that.
Or no, it's fairy fire, not dancing lights.
I don't have that either.
I guess-
I
don't
do
know why
have
I get
that.
those-
It's not prepared. Fuck. I have
I don't
other
even
things.
remember what
Yeah, because
fucking
fairy
spells I
fire
have.
can outline an invisible creature.
Yeah, I didn't know we'd be fighting some invisible shit. If I did and we had time to prepare, I would have prepped fairy fire.
I mean,
I can just cast burning hands at it. I'm not raging yet.
Winter sort of knew that kind of things.
Yeah, but I need a long rest to prep spells.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Did we sleep at all during this?
You've had your chances, but not right now.
Yeah, I'm one spell slot down because I did the skywriting thing.
It says I'm at like 44 HP, but I don't know why, because I don't think I got hit recently.
You
might
No,
have
I'm
one.
not
been partially murdered earlier, probably have healed up.
From the Liger.
Okay,
Yeah.
because I assumed we slept since then.
Oh
Yes.
I
We
have
slept
not
in the
attempted
village
to
and
murder you.
slept.
I have a question.
Yes.
Why would anyone want a shiny Burmy?
I don't even know
Good.
what that is.
Question. Which one's Burmy?
It's the green Burmy.
Which one's Burmy?
It's the bagworm.
Oh. I don't know.
Yeah, they look exactly the same as their...
No,
I've not caught a
Okay.
they
shiny
already
one.
have multiple colors.
I would, because its evolution looks cool.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. So, okay. We will leave it here, where you'll have to worry about this thing. Yup. A legendary worm beast creature.
That we
Yeah,
can't see.
that you can't really see very easily. At least currently, until it maybe does something horrible.
I'm not seeing any shrouds in Magic the Gathering shit.
There's shroud. It's an
It's been
ability.
replaced by hexproof now, because hexproof
Oh, I see.
it was an old keyword ability. This creature cannot be the target of spells or abilities.
Oh, so it's like hexproof, but it includes abilities.
And it also includes everyone, so you can't target your own creature then.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Man, that sucks.
Yeah. Totally probably has trample, and maybe other abilities you don't know about. But, like, you know, in D&D terms, it probably has a massive amount of blind sight. Because it doesn't have eyes, or some other kind of, like, other type of sense. But
Oh man, you're gonna make me fucking fantasy bio the fuck out of this.
Mhm.
All I know is I'm gonna burning hands it.
It's like there's this tiny bits of fire hit it. It's like SWAT. I just want to see that. It's like ha ha. Just see Carrie go
SWAT.
flying. SWAT.
Listen, maybe that'll allow me to see it. I don't know. That's all I got. That and fucking weed,
I
and
have no idea what this is.
It's
I can
gargantuan.
throw 3 bolts of silk on it.
I will be using a flamethrower.
So you're
I
trying
have
to
an
make
idea.
it more pretty?
Let me put it this way. I have an idea of its stats because I chose a D&D based creature that I can use for basic stats, but I was more than designing it through Magic Card too. So it's something in between. So hopefully you can enjoy its murderiness of you.
I'll throw some caltrops at it.
That'll probably work.
I'll use power word kill.
And some soap. I'll clean it.
Spell.
Power word kill is
Supergiant
a
cloud
spell.
style.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it's
throw
one of the
some
coolest
soap
because it's so
and
simple.
squirt my water canteen.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Like,
you can
give it a
get that.
bath.
Power word kill.
I think I can get that too. Actually, I think that's bards have access to that.
Anyway.
Actually, we could just use some. Anyone have a large amount of ash?
So
No.
outro.
A large amount of weed.
Outros. Hey,
Outro.
Mads. Outro.
Hi, I'm here.
Okay,
That's it.
Welcome here.
great. Fish.
Hi everybody, I'm Fish Harlan. This week you can find me in the middle of your local haunted woods performing rituals under a full moon. This Halloween is a full moon. It's a blue moon and it's the
Yes.
worm moon.
I was
Ooh.
about to say it's Halloween lands on a blue moon.
The worm moon.
That's a nice way of saying it. The worm moon.
That's what it is. All the moons have names. This one is the worm moon.
Yeah. The more you know. I've had to do that like
Is
handful
it
a couple times today.
O-R or Y-R?
OR.
Uh,
Happy sewing, everyone.
Uh-huh. Let's move on to Lee.
Hey guys, I'm just Lee Belmont. I also stream on Twitch. I do a unhealthy amount of speedruns, and tomorrow I will probably be running Majora's Mask again.
Unhealthy is a difficult word to use.
it's unhealthy.
An amount of them. And then we have
Are you having fun? Then it's
Yeah, that's true. Fun is fun.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And then, of course, we have Joseph.
Yeah. I'm here, and then I'm also I do Saturdays with Antis on discussing tabletop. Those are the only 2 things I got going on now.
Yeah. Womp womp. We'll have to get more eventually here.
Yes.
And then, of course, Lindsay.
Hi, I'm Lindsay. You can find me petting my local Jang Momo.
Okay.
Okay then.
Kansnar Van Dracovin. I am here quite often. If you're looking to see what I'm going to be doing, I'm thinking of probably we're getting in some Phasmagoria or whatever it is. Phasmo. Maybe hopefully.
Phasmophobia?
Phasmophobia, that's it. I'm saying Phasmagoria, which I think is a different thing entirely, and that might be combining 2 different things. Probably. is.
Okay.
Anyway, hopefully doing some of that tomorrow. Some stuff on going to do discussing tabletop and maybe something else on Halloween. I have no idea if I'm doing anything on Sunday, but if you're looking for role-playing games, I can at least give you those. Monday at 1 p.m. is Records of Evil. That's a new day and time for it. Lawful Evil D&D game set in modern day Faerun. Tuesdays at 2 p.m. All of these are Eastern Standard Times for Legacies of Kain, a Vampire the Masquerade game, and of course this game here, which is every Thursday, 8 in the evening. You can join us with more adventures, and they're going to be fighting a big old creature, maybe, that looks very dangerous, and, you know, like, Wintress would have never given you anything with that check that would have helped to say, like, maybe we should get some assistance on this thing, because it sounds like a legendary monstrosity.
No, we're gonna tame it and keep it as a pet.
Yeah,
We're gonna
Yes.
murder it.
good luck.
No, we're gonna murder it.
No,
We
we're gonna
will
release. We'll release the bird at it.
We will feast upon its cooked flesh.
We don't even know if the bird is real anymore.
Did what I know Wintress would have done, which is describe exactly what
Nope,
inner
that's
mind
perfect.
story said.
It was perfect. It was exactly what I expected from Wintress. It was exactly what I
I
expected.
100% would have prepped Fairy Fire if we had the time to prep spells.
Well, it'll be up to you what you want to do about it. It's only at the walls. It hasn't done anything yet. So
Pee
we'll see
on
what
Oh,
you-
fire. That's what I'm going to do. Fire about it.
Same.
We'll see what your plan is next time. But until then, bye everybody. Mwahahaha. Ha ha. Evil
Happy
DM laugh.
sewing.
Bye bye.